even brisket in Texas. That's Czechoslovakian. It was the Czechs that figured that crap out.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted the brisket. It took forever. You couldn't, unless you're.
I gotta cook for 20
Yeah.
hours.
But the Czechs, they're like, yeah, boom, and now everyone's
We're cooking. We drink beer while it's for cooking.
yeah, and so, your food and knowing what it is. At some point now, I'm like, if you told me, hey, let's try, like, first time I ate a fish eye, wasn't expecting it, but tried it. All right, not bad.
Yeah.
We're from the Great Plains, so there's no fish.
No.
There's no fishing. There's catfish.
There's no
if you
shrimp.
don't want to eat that catfish.
No.
You move up here, and I'm like, because at first I wouldn't say that I didn't like seafood. I just never really tried it outside of the
That's not a red lobster who Long John Silver's.
Yeah, red lobster, John. And so I didn't know what fish could be. And then when I was living in Marysville and working in Mount Vernon on exit like 212, if you're going northbound left hand side, there's this little white tent that's a pop up during the summer season. I think it should be open by now. That's a farmer's market, but it's right next to LeConner and a couple other people. And it's very special. So when these commercial boats for fishing go out and they like I said, I was a consult for the International Halibut Fishing Commission. All we do is regulate, like, how many halibut are going to be fished, based on the health of the fish, and how many are available. Which I can get into climate. We got all the data to say shit's not so good right now because the water is moving. That's science. Whole other topic I could talk about, but. When these commercial fishers go out, they're gonna catch fish that they weren't looking for, right? It happens, right? It just happens. So they'll stop at these ports before they get to the ports in Everett and Seattle and stuff where they drop the fish off. And one of them that they stop at is LeConner. A lot of people don't know LeConner. You can launch big boats. You can launch yachts and stuff. It's got a little bit of, and it used to have a shipping company that was based out of there forever. So these boats, they'll stop off near LeConner, and they get rid of all the fish they caught because they are allowed to do it. That isn't their main thing, because by the time they get to, if all you're trying to do is sell halibut, you don't want all the other fish in your hold or whatever. So say they caught a swordfish, or they caught this, or they caught that. Well, this guy buys it. So you go to his little pop-up, and I've now had massive squid steaks that are like the size of my thigh because they caught a big old squid. And I was like, how do you cook this? He was like, cornmeal and fry it.
Yeah.
Swordfish. And I was like, what? He was like, it eats other fish. It's going to taste like steak. Just cook it like a steak. I'm like, really? He was like, yep. And it was amazing. So like, I just started eating random stuff because he would have random stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't know I was going to like this. And I would just ask him, like, how would you do this? He was like, just, and then it opened my world to like, oh, I'm going to try this. Like, I have found I don't like oysters, like not by choice. I like eat them, but like only a certain way.
Yeah. I mean, generally, like food is good, right? A lot of things taste good, right?
Yeah, I mean, food in general, it's part of the human condition. That's one of the things, like because I cooked. I cooked all through, put myself to college. When I moved first up here, like when we landed here, because we bought an RV, traveled a little bit across America to see some stuff. And then when we landed in Washington, we landed in Clay Elum, which is the heart of the Cascades. It's an interesting, amazing little town where all four seasons are present. Summer is summer, spring is spring, fall is fall, winter is winter. It's kind of crazy. And while I was there, I was like, hey, we're still trying to figure out where we want to live. I just need to be making a little bit of money just for stuff, having whatever, I'm always one of those people, because I grew up on a goat ranch. I don't care what the job is. I do never look down on someone's job.
Yeah.
I never look down on what they get paid. It doesn't matter what you do.
They're putting in hard work. They're doing hard work.
Putting in work. It's a job, right? So I get here and we'd already been traveling for a little bit, so I'm getting it, like, got the itch of like, I need to work. I need to go back to work. So we were coming here for Twin Peaks, right? And there's a diner in North Bend called Tweed's. It's world famous. People from all over the world come here all the time, all throughout the year, to eat at that diner because of the show Twin Peaks. Well, I'm a Twin Peaks fan, like the whole reason I moved to Washington was we came here twice for the festival. So I was just like, hey, I don't know how. I even told them, I was like, I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. Don't know how long I'm gonna live here, but like I need a job and I'll do whatever. I'll bus, I'll dishwash, I'll cook. He's like, you can do this? And I was like, yeah, I've done all of them. So I even did that, and I was a short order cook for about 3 months while we were figuring out where we wanted to live, and then we finally found a spot in Marysville, and that's where we first lived. But while I was cooking there, feeding people's cool. It's the one thing that I realized. It's actually inspired me to realize I was creative. Because like even with my ex, I was the one that cooked. I did the shopping, I did the cooking. I like food. I'm a big boy. If you didn't know, I'm 260 pounds and 6 foot. I'm a big boy. But food, you have to have it, right? It's a requirement to live. So if it's a requirement to live, why can't it be a good experience? And cooking for people, making a meal that is delicious, I think is next level human. Because you need it, and why not make it a communal thing? Why not make it an experience? So yeah, I love food. I love cooking for people. If it paid more, if it paid way more, I would probably be cooking.
So I had a lot of good experiences eating food in Vietnam. So like one thing, like where I lived at, around the corner, like this one I would never eat. Around the corner there was a snake rat restaurant, right? They said snake and rat. Like I'm doing that. One time I went to visit a friend. I went to my friend's house, or actually I went to my friend's girlfriend's parents' house in the Cambodian border. One day they served frog. Everyone eats frog legs, right? We had extra frog, right? Do you know this? Like the actual frog, the body has so many bones, right? It's more bones than meat, right? That's kind of bad, right? But I think food is like a really good thing, right? It's like it brings community together. You eat it, and so many able to cook things, right? Like fried chicken, baked chicken, like it's amazing, right?
Well, Odessa, the chicken. Y'all have the chicken fry festival in Odessa.
Yeah. Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you forgot about that.
I did forget about that.
You've never had a chicken fried steak unless you go to Odessa, Texas.
I forgot about that
during the chicken fried steak festival.
I forgot about that. That and the fucking the cantaloupes and pecas is fucking like so sweet, And then the fucking I think Sweetwater has a rattlesnake festival.
Yep, the rattlesnake roundup. That's an interesting.
I don't think I've never had rattlesnake though.
I haven't had rattlesnake. I've had snake because we shoot them on the ranch all the time.
Yeah,
that's why.
What kind of snake have you had?
I've had a water moccasin out of spite.
Yeah. Out of spite.
So the problem with water moccasins is they're extremely aggressive.
Oh yeah, they're so aggressive.
And they dominate the pond that they're on. So your livestock will go up to the pond, and that little bastard could be on the clear other side of the pond. Yeah. And he will swim all the way across just to bite him in the face. Yeah. So we'd have goats and we'd have cattle. A swollen face, and you knew it was damn water.
That's in Texas has some fucking poisonous snakes, right? Like
so that was actually a trend because I Boy Scout going out camping on the stuff like you're raised in Texas. The smaller it is, the more dangerous it is. Like scorpions. Yeah. I see a big king scorpion. Yeah, physically it'll hurt. It's like getting stabbed. It's not so bad, but that tiny little clear scorpion stings you. You're probably gonna die. At least for a while there, like we would literally go to Mexico to get any venom because it was so cheap.
So I was this last couple weeks I was at my cousin's house, right? So I went to Texas for 10 days for my cousin's son's 21st birthday. I was there I hadn't been to Texas for all right, and I took a picture of this, like, what the fuck is this? It's like a walking stick, right? What the fuck is this bullshit, right? I seen like fucking animals, like little bugs, dragging bugs around, right? Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, fucking helicopter hornets, and like, what the fuck is this bullshit? I had forgot all about that shit, right?
Right, yeah, because when I moved up here, I was so wary about, you check your boots in Texas before you put them on when you went camping, because that could be real bad if something gets stung. You're making sure your zipper's always up on your tent because of scorpions and snakes and things. But you get them up here and you're like, there are snakes there in areas. There are places that have them, especially Western. But like for the majority of this, there's no snakes. Yeah. There's no creepy crawlies.
You see a snake? Oh shit! Okay, what is this?
There's no spiders that are gonna kill you. There's no.
No. In Texas, shit can fucking kill you.
Yeah. So that was interesting because I mean I got my first gun when I was 4 years old, and I was carrying a pistol as a child for snakes.
Yeah.
So a snake shot. A lot of people know what it is. The 22 snake shot. It's kind of like a little 22 shotgun shell. It's just little beads.
Yep.
So you don't miss the snake. But that saves your life. That'll save your cattle.
Like I remember going fish as a kid. Like you're a fish kid going bass fishing, and you put the line on and you like put in the water and like fucking. You're like, oh shit! The snapper turtle comes. The moccasin comes.
Oh snap! Turtle. Yeah.
Like God damn it!
I had to get over the fear of going near roots and trees on the rivers here, because I tell people I was like in the Brazos. There's water. There's alligator gar. And there's snapping turtles.
Yeah. Snapper turtles don't fuck around.
And you don't go near the roots.
No. No.
And not on the Brazos.
No.
But here they're like, there's no snapping turtles and there's no alligator gars. And I was like, good point.
Yeah.